What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up,
What's
guys?
up, Jerks?
What's up? What's up, guys? Ow, now, brown cow. All right, guys. What's up? Welcome to the Fed Show. We are here, and it's me and Chase again because
sir.
Vincent had to work. Yeah. So I was like, bro, like, what are we doing? He told me yesterday, I got to work, bro. I can't. It's a no-go. I was like, damn, bro, that sucks.
Yeah.
So we're here again. We're going to run another episode. And let's go ahead and kick things off with cult classic stuff. Hopefully, this is a movie that I would want to watch.
Oh, The Prowler's good, man. It's The Prowler. It's typical back in the day. Guy murdered some people, comes back. Typical slasher, chasing people around. The reason it's one of my favorites is there's a scene where he's carrying a pitchfork. He comes around the hallway, and he's holding a machete. Like, straight up. Like, where'd he get the machete?
Yeah.
Like, classic B horror crap.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. It's good, man. There's a cool pool scene, murder scene. A little bit of...
Like Kool-Aid in the water where everything turns red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they really use Kool-Aid to make that happen?
Probably. I mean,
A
I
little bit
would
of fruit
assume.
punch and a little bit of grape.
What's that,
gives it
corn
dark
syrup?
color. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good flick, though. It's the 80s again.
Yeah.
All of them are going to be 80s. so.
Anybody notably named in the movie?
No.
A bunch of nobodies made a movie,
Oh, yeah.
and people still watch it to this day.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Hopefully that happens with this podcast.
Eventually, it just
A bunch of
picks up.
nobodies made this, and people watch it to this day.
Hell, yeah. But, yeah.
So, okay, so notably in the movie, what does he usually kill people with? Just whatever's available?
Whatever he's got.
See, those are the bad guys I think I would most relate to.
Yeah. Just pick
Like-
up the random thing.
Yeah, like kill someone with some scissors, and then, oh, there's a butter knife.
I think there is a scissor kill, too. So
Because, like, I understand, like, Michael Myers, he always has, like, that classic kitchen
the
knife.
knife, yeah.
And then Freddy, of course, his hand.
Yeah.
But he gets creative in your dreams.
Yeah.
And then Leatherface.
Oh.
Typically, Leatherface has a chainsaw.
Most
But-
always.
Like, in the torturing stages of the movies, he's, like, using hammers.
Meat
he's
hooks.
Using, meat hooks.
Yeah.
Like, he's using a little bit of everything. He's, like,
Slaughterhouse Rules.
yeah, he's perfecting his craft, clearly. And he's like, I want to try some new stuff. Let's rip some fingernails off.
Oh, man, those are the worst.
Yeah, dude. And then Jason with the
Machete.
machete. But see, I never understood, why did Jason have a machete?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, okay, like we talked about the last time, how did he age when
Yeah.
he was in the water? And then there was that Instagram post about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but why a machete? Because
There's
okay,
a bunch of other things in that shack. But
yeah, and on top of that, like, it's a campfire. I don't know. I just in my head, I'm like, why was the machete the clear
main
choice?
thing.
Why wasn't it a hunting knife? Why didn't he kill people with a hunting
Yeah,
knife
they're in the woods all the
that
time.
a camper would have had in his bag?
Yeah.
Or
That's
why don't serial killers, slashers, just walk around with guns?
It'd be a lot easier. Running away, bam.
Didn't get far, did you? But yeah, that's all. I sit there and I think about, like, that's where my brain goes. Like, why do they kill people? You haven't watched Five Nights at Freddy, have you?
Mm.
So I started it. I got like an hour and 11 minutes in.
Yeah.
It's actually really good because it's like a breath of fresh air. Because there are some slasher kills.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that was brutal. Didn't see that coming. And it kind of seems like they're trying to stay true to the game, which I never played.
I never played it. I saw people play it, but I never
I saw
played
people
it.
play it. My kids talked about it, and then I did like a deep dive into the lore on Google, like after I had the next day. And
One
I
of
was
those
like,
late nights.
I was like, wait, so they didn't just make all this story up for the movie? This was already a story that was going around? I was like, okay.
Was it one of them creepy pastas or whatever?
Well, no, whoever created the game, they made like a storyline.
Yeah.
Basically, like you would make lore about the folklore about Jason, the
Okay.
folklore about Freddy.
Yeah.
So they made folklore about Five Nights at Freddy's,
Fassbender or whatever.
Bear or whatever. And then the guy who was the animatronic creator who made all of them. And it's like, oh, wait, so like there's already... Dude, because that's one of the biggest things, like, when I look into a good story, there has to be a background.
Oh, yeah.
If there's no background, then
How
it's
did they
just
get
like,
to this point?
Yeah, it's like, so these dudes just killing people for no reason, these robots. And then, like, there's not the best thing that about the movie when it started rolling is like they just went right into the story, and they didn't like have these like, well, we need to figure this out,
Yeah.
or and it's like they didn't have the weird 7 minutes in like a Scooby Doo episode where they're trying to do the research, like typically. Okay, so I'm in a really fucking bad mood now.
Yeah.
We just recorded probably the greatest podcast to date. I mean, for anyone in the world. I'm just kidding. No,
That'd be cool.
no, we recorded for like an hour, and you know, sometimes when you record a podcast on your iPhone and you don't make sure there's enough storage, you only record about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna add the beginning of that podcast to this video, so you can see me with no sunglasses, with a fucking suit jacket on, because I was like, oh yeah. And then now, all Chase can talk about is the defeat that is me right now.
Can hear it in the size.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We did talk about it after we stopped recording. Like, we did talk about some topics on there that I don't know. Maybe a bad buzz. Harry Potter compared to the Bible.
Yeah.
The basic. Okay, we're gonna talk about some of that.
All right.
Okay, so we talked about the concept of religion, and not like I go to church. Yeah. Chase doesn't go to church. He's
Been like 4 times.
yeah. So we were on that level, and then we kind of got into the topic of your religion. It's kind of like I mean, honestly, it's like Hereditary, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
Like it's a
the movie?
No,
I
not the
was
movie.
gonna say that.
Jesus. No, like when people like hereditary illnesses.
okay.
like,
Like,
so-
genetic.
Yeah, it's almost like a moral genetic thing.
Yeah.
Like if you were raised in church and it was positive towards you,
Yeah.
then you revert back to it as an adult, or it's kind of the way you were raised. I do as my father did, like
Yeah.
that kind of mentality. So if when times got tough, your dad went to church, then when times got tough, you go to church.
Right.
And then I made the comparison about being a Cowboys fan and then being a Christian.
Right.
Like if you saw the Cowboys win for all these years, or back in the day as a child, you remember it. Like in religion, you revert back
Right.
to, oh, well, when shit got tough, I remember Jesus loves me, and Jesus does love you, all of us. But that was how we got to Harry Potter, because what did you say? Harry Potter and It are both big books.
Yeah, but we don't make religions. off of
Yeah.
that shit.
And then we started talking about Scientology and how
Yeah.
that was formed in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it's a full-blown religion, bro.
And it's got some very high profile people in it.
Fucking Tom Cruise.
John Travolta.
Yeah. Is John Travolta still a part of that?
I don't know.
I don't think he is after he lost his kid. Is he?
I'm not sure.
What do they believe in the afterlife?
I guess like that alien comes back and you go back with him. I don't know.
But when does he come back? Is it the same concept of Jesus?
Well, it's like, isn't it like an alien ship showed up and dropped off a bunch of like souls or some shit? That's what they believe, into a volcano or something. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna have to do some research into Scientology.
I think the name is Xenu is the alien's name.
This sounds crazy, bro. Like,
Yep.
people believe this?
A lot of them.
Well, the government's confirming that there's aliens now, so
Right?
okay, so so some of the topic we got into is
We didn't
that-
talk about that part.
we didn't
though.
no we didn't talk about like what Scientology actually was, but we were talking about the basis of all the religions, kind of similar stories across the board. People
Yeah.
say this about Jesus' Christian religion is different, our religion is right, blah 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 blah. I'm not being disrespectful to the concepts. I'm just saying
Yeah. Right.
blah 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 is because what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So this isn't going to be a full-length episode. This is more or less because you can't go back and have the same conversation
Yeah.
that you just had, and it be just as entertaining, or it's going to feel dumb to us.
Yeah. We're gonna get bored with it. Like,
Yeah.
We already talked about that.
We actually did just talk about the moment, like in the
Oh yeah.
we talked about there'll never be another time quite like this time. So Yeah, so,
So that's where
that
we're at.
conversation was literally just for us. We can revert back to it a little bit here and there, but we'll never have that exact same conversation again.
Nah.
And previously, there was an episode with me and Vincent where we recorded, and we were like, "Nah, we can't put it out," because we were talking about like mass shooters and shit. And then I was like, I was gonna upload it, and I was like, we went to eat breakfast afterwards, and I was like, "Bro, we can't upload that." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because there was a mass shooting last night."
Oh yeah.
And I
See,
was
that'll
like-
do it.
I told him, I listened to that podcast back 2 or 3 times, and I didn't like the cadence or the kind of way that we approached
Talking about it. Yeah.
and it seemed disrespectful in the moment.
Well, especially because something just happened.
Yeah,
you
like
know.
if it had been like we hadn't had a mass shooting in like 6 months and we recorded it, and it was more on the lighthearted side rather than on the serious side.
Yeah.
So I was just like, nah, bro, I probably shouldn't fuck with that. Like,
Right.
let's just leave that one alone. But I don't know how much of the 5 minutes is in there. So let's go back to the Prowler.
The Prowler. Okay. Typical slasher.
Dude, it's like we're in the fucking Matrix.
Yeah, it's a deja vu moment.
Yeah.
Typical slasher. Because I'll say my favorite part of it's where he's holding a weapon, pitchfork, comes around the corner, has a different weapon in his hand. So it's that cheesy 80s. They didn't know what they were doing, forgot to cut it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Some cool kills, scissors, pool scene,
We talked about the Kool-Aid in the pool.
Kool-Aid in the pool. Yeah.
We need to try to recreate. We need to record a terrible movie, bro.
Oh, I'm down.
We should do that. Or at least like a short film,
Yeah.
all shot on an iPhone,
Go to the woods somewhere.
as long as the iPhone has storage. Son of bro, I'm gonna be mad about this probably the rest of the day.
I can believe it.
But yeah, so we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, next time I'll bring some of these cases and some of these movies so we can read the backs of them that we've already
Yes.
talked about. So,
We'll read the backs.
yeah.
What else? Oh, so when you say the switch, when he switches weapons,
Yeah.
the one that I immediately think of is what's the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Twins?
Twins.
Yeah.
There's a scene in the restroom. It's the beer bottle.
Yeah.
Like the beer bottle either moves or it just disappears.
Disappears, yeah.
Yeah, like that's one of the ones in my head that I always revert back to and think about.
I love stuff like that, man.
I remember when my dad realized that when we were watching that movie.
Yeah.
When we had a VCR, he's like, rewind it. And he's like, yeah, somebody told me about this the other day. And I was like, what? And then it was just gone. And I just remember like that. And dude, you remember when lip singing wasn't a thing?
Yeah.
So, and then like,
Milli Vanilli.
well, like now, bro, like in all reality, like Milli Vanilli, that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's before the age of auto-tune.
Yeah.
That's before, like,
They just couldn't sing.
yeah, at all whatsoever, not even a little bit.
They looked the part.
Yeah,
So.
and like I remember when I think it was Alanis Morissette. But bro, she could sing.
Yeah.
But there was people talking shit at one point when I was a kid. I remember it because she wasn't singing all the words to the song. Like she had backup vocals built into the track,
Yeah.
which everyone does now.
Yeah.
It's just like you can't expect someone to sing.
All they do is sing over their own stuff now.
Yeah, and I was just like, I just remember thinking back. They're like, oh, well, she didn't sing every word in that performance. It's like, no shit.
And she's
Like,
running around the stage.
She
She's
does
tired.
her own backup vocals, and she can't sing. She can't be two places at once to sing the normal and the backup. It's
Yeah.
impossible.
Right.
And now, I mean, like especially like I think honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think rap music is what really made that more mainstream.
That makes sense.
Because like Eminem per se, he can't keep up with all those bars and
Yeah,
just
all the
rapping and
time.
rapping and rapping and then sing his chorus too.
Yeah. And move around the stage.
Yeah. And do his I don't fucking know how he dances. But whatever. But that's what I was just thinking about that. I don't know how I got to that concept. We were talking about Danny DeVito and Twins and then
Well, you asked me if you remember when lip singing wasn't a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what made me think of that concept. I don't know.
The beer bottle? I don't know. Disappearing?
So then, like I don't know. That's how my brain works.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
so we will touch on Dorothy.
Oh yeah, yeah, Dorothy something. Yeah.
So we need to talk about. There's a lot of shitty stuff going on in the world. I'm not gonna touch base on all that shit because sometimes you just need a feel good story. And who was it during the quarantine?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I can't say his last name. John.
Who is he?
Jim.
What's he?
From The Office.
Oh, John Krasinski.
Yeah, yeah, what you said. He was doing like this Good News Network thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And like I really like the concept of that. Like lighthearted, like stuff's kind of like, damn.
Yeah,
There's
that's
still
fun.
There's still cool shit going on in the world.
Yeah.
Like some people are living life and enjoying it. So I wanted to talk about this little old lady from Argyle, Texas. She's a 93-year-old Texas Rangers super fan, excited to attend the World Series. Ah, dude, I already read through all this. But the one thing, I mean, it just sucks that we don't have any of that footage.
Yeah.
And you know what, right now? I'm going to go fucking make sure I'm recording.
Yeah. Make sure you don't have another message pop up.
Put the jacket back on. I'm in a better mood now.
And a surprise cameo from the jacket again. You're gonna have the jacket, not have the jacket, have the jacket.
Yes.
You can take your headphones off to some point too, so your ears don't.
I'm
hurt.
about to read some news, so I feel like I should have a jacket on. No, I really took the jacket off because I was just really fucking frustrated. But yeah, one of the best lines in whoever wrote this story said, Jones has followed the Rangers through decades, the highs and lows. And honestly, bro, like the Rangers have never won a World Series.
No.
Not a Rangers fan. No, I'm not talking shit about them right now. I'm just saying they're not my team.
It's a lot of lows.
A lot of lows, bro. A lot of lows.
A lot of lows.
They've been here in Arlington since, what does the story say? 1972? Is that what it
70
said?
something, yeah.
Yeah, in 72. She said, this little old lady, what the fuck's her name? Miss Dorothy Jones? Dorothy Jones, is that right?
Something like that.
Dorothy Jones of Argyle, Texas. She says, yeah, all my life when I was a little bitty kid, we would play outside in the dirt, and we played baseball. But she made a pact with her sister. She was at the ALCS watching one of the Astros games, and she made a pact. If they make it to the World Series, she was going, and she's going to be there.
Probably tomorrow.
What did I say, today?
Today or tomorrow?
Game 2 of the World Series. It's today.
Today.
Fuck, I don't know. She's going to be at Game 2. I don't know what fucking day it is. But yeah, so that's a feel-good story. Hopefully she gets to see the Rangers win a World Series in her lifetime. And,
It's like that 80 for Brady shit.
yeah, dude. Did you watch that?
I did.
I didn't watch all of it. My mom was watching
It
and I
wasn't
was
horrible.
Like, this shit's pretty solid,
Yeah,
bro.
it was
like,
alright.
And then I like that Brady's in it. And
Yeah.
like they have like, because sometimes they'll make a movie like that and then you won't actually have the real interaction.
Like that Air movie where Jordan's not in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They barely had a guy playing
Yeah,
him
like
on
the
screen.
back of his head or something.
I think you see the front of his face like twice.
Oh, okay. I
at
didn't
the
see it.
end, I think. But it's not like, it's basically just two old white dudes. The majority of the movie,
Yeah.
played by Matt Damon and
Ben Affleck.
And dude, I really think that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are undervalued as actors. Because
I agree.
They really do a good job, from Bartleby and Loki and Dogma to
Well,
playing.
Well, they've also had some stupid roles too, but everybody does. Like that Stuck on You with Greg Kinnear, Matt Damon did, where they were Siamese twins.
Yeah, I think he needed money at that time.
Yeah, probably. But I'll still say Gone Girl, man.
Gone Girl.
Ben,
Yeah.
that was a great movie.
The Accountant was fucking dope.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I'm
Yeah.
just going to be out there. I'm a fanboy because
Yeah, he killed it.
animated series Batman is Batman in my head, and Ben Affleck is the closest thing we've seen.
Yeah.
What other movies? Ben Affleck, Matt Damon,
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Yeah, but I feel like those movies are the ones that are valued.
Yeah, they won an Oscar for it.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm saying. Like I want like borderline shitty, Gigli.
God.
Dude, that was a fucking good movie.
Really?
I liked that movie.
All right, fair enough.
That's just me though.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Jennifer
How-
Lopez
how-
looks
how
good.
How do you look at your fingernails?
How do
Remember
I-
that from that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I've never looked at my fingernail. Like, in my head, that's the kind of shit that I remember.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let me see your finger, and someone goes like that. Oh, fucking bitch. No one puts their hand out like that. You're not a man.
Right.
I don't even remember the full concept from the movie,
No.
but I do remember men are not supposed to look at their hand like that.
No.
We're supposed
It-
to go
like that,
Yeah.
It's too far away. You
That's
can't
your
see.
lesson of manliness from the Fed show today. Don't look at your hand like this if you're a man. Look at it like this. Or just wash your hands and don't even look at your fucking
Yeah,
nails.
or if you're farsighted, I guess.
Far side. Put your hand on the table, then look
Yeah,
at it so
look
you don't
down.
look like that. Someone's going to screenshot, so take a picture of you like that. Like, I knew he wasn't a man.
Well, that's the Heisman, bro.
But, okay, if you look at your nails like this, you must put your other arm holding the ball. How do my nails look? Oh, they look good. Just walk around doing that shit all the time. Dude, there's I have a suit on at Vincent's wedding.
Yeah.
When I walked down the aisle because I was one of his groomsmen, and
Yeah.
I hit the Heisman. I got to find that picture.
Nice.
But yeah, normal rant. This podcast is not going to be bad. This is going to be okay.
Yeah.
We made it to this part.
We're going different directions.
I 100% don't know what time we started recording.
Couldn't
But
tell
as
you.
long as we're recording, though.
Yeah, right. As long as it's still
As long
working.
as we're recording. We even did the mic check and recorded it, played it back.
Yeah, we might have caught most of it if we didn't do all that.
No, because there was no storage.
That's true.
So there's 5 minutes of the greatest podcast ever.
You'll see it though.
5 minutes of it. Well, it depends. I don't know. I'm
We'll
going to
see.
put part of it on there,
Yeah.
and I'll put at the bottom of the screen, this is the beginning of the best podcast of all time. And also,
The end.
never recorded it.
The end as well.
So, yeah, that's one of the things about podcasting, bro. There's a lot of shit that goes into this that people don't think about. Like, I'm not going to lie. There are people like, oh, I could have a podcast.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, you could. And if you do want to start a podcast, I'm going to plug my buddy Sam because he has a studio fully set up, ready to roll. You pay him for the time. He's going to basically hand you the SanDisk memory drive with your footage on it. So you can go do your thing.
Oh yeah.
So tap in with the Failed Podcast and Sam.
Shout out to Sam.
And if you really think you got what it takes to start a podcast, then put your money where your mouth is, bro.
Yeah.
Do it. Bet you won't. I did it. Look at this. Look at
All right.
I painted
We're
that
doing-
fucking picture, bro.
Looks good.
$23 total with the Dollar Tree paint. Yes, sir.
That's the way to do it.
But I mean, honestly, if there's anybody that wants to start a podcast, it's not that hard to get started. But the fun stuff comes in with scheduling,
Yeah.
because we're working off of my schedule, we're
Yeah.
working off of your schedule, we're working off of Vincent's
Vincent.
schedule, and that's why me and Vincent were doing food truck reviews because those are quick and easy.
Yeah. And you get to eat.
Yeah, and we're knocking out a meal of the day, and I do want to hit up that Taco Oasis. We need to do that
With the
one weekend.
pickleball or whatever.
Yeah, I don't play pickleball, but those tacos looked fucking dope in that reel.
Oh yeah.
So we did the feel good story.
Good for Dorothy.
We good for Dorothy.
I hope they win for her.
Yeah, I know that'd be dope, bro.
It would be.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of people on Instagram last night. I saw a lot of people at the game,
Yeah.
and they were like, tickets are $800. I found them for $375.
I looked at courtside seats for the Mavericks.
Mhm.
$3,000 a seat.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
If I had the money, bro, I would.
Yeah,
Sit behind the bench.
I don't think I would ever put up that money for that.
Oh, I mean,
Because I don't think I would go by myself.
Yeah,
So
right.
then in my head, I'm thinking that's $6,000, bro.
yeah.
I can go buy like a old motorcycle or something, like an old Gixxer,
Yeah, decent one too.
and well, not that decent. Like I've been looking at them,
Decent enough.
dude. In my head, the concept of things that I want to buy is all over the place. There's like 90 pages open on my internet,
Yeah.
and like
Open tabs, bro.
yeah,
Shout out to
open
Bert,
tabs.
Bert
Shout out
Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer. Oh, have you seen Bert Kreischer? Dude,
Losing weight?
He's fucking scared. Like you could see his upper body so developed now.
Really?
And like, I'm not being gay about it, but like when like they have like those memes and shit where people are like, what you expect, but versus what you get.
Yeah.
Like a guy goes to the gym, and girls don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But when a guy goes to the gym, other guys are like, Good games, bro.
Yeah,
I
looking
see you
good,
putting in the
man.
work, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Burt Kreischer because he is putting in the work. I think he's like 87 days sober.
Dang.
He did.
For him, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's Burt fucking Kreischer, the machine.
Yeah.
And he, but he's. I think all that stopped yesterday because he was doing a cruise.
Oh, yeah.
He was doing the cruise. So, but he got in. I mean, most of the gut was gone.
Good for
And
him.
you could really see like the upper body that he'd been in the gym, and I'm like, damn, bro.
I know
He
Tom
said,
did
I
it.
think he did no sugar, no alcohol for 80 something days. So I guess he probably did that 75 hard,
Yeah.
probably. But I mean, it's a lot easier to lose weight like that when like you can afford like
Yeah, right.
better food, and then like you don't have to do a 9 to 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
Where you're
can just, like-
snacking all day.
Yeah, like I'm straight up, bro. I would kill to have a 9 to 5
Yeah.
instead of an 8 to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing 10 hours.
Ugh. Gross.
Yeah, it sucked.
See, you gotta take the small wins in life, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta look at that differently.
It's the silver linings, bro.
Silver linings. Great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
About your Eagles.
yeah, about my Eagles. Bradley Cooper.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh,
Robert De Niro.
yeah. De Niro. That fool's something else. He just had a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Good
Him and Pacino.
Well, I could see Pacino.
De Niro had a kid. I want to say Pacino got a girl. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
But still shooting, bro.
Go,
Is he
hey,
like
man.
80 years old.
At least.
Yeah.
He's looking rough.
He said, "Say hello to my little friend." She said, "Hi." God dang, bro.
Hey, you know what? Good for him.
Yeah. Spread your seed. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say. Good job, bro.
I mean, he's got the money, so
Yeah, I mean-
kid's going to be fine.
yeah.
He ain't going to have a dad for a while, but
Yeah. Grow up like Theo Vaughn.
yeah. Racing for cookies.
Dude, Theo Vaughn's stuff with his dad is so hilarious. We were both using a walker at the same time.
Yeah.
We would take naps together. We both ate applesauce.
Well, he was like my favorite was his dad still breathing or is he no longer with us?
Dude, Theo Vaughn gets me. Like, I feel like
He'd
if I
be-
was gonna hang out a day, like
He'd
I
be
would
fun.
want to hang out with Theo Vaughn because like just the way that his brain works, like when he
Yeah.
starts talking about stuff, I'm like, I want to hang out with him
Yeah, I would hang out with Theo Vaughn.
because like I don't know who it was there, but he was interviewing somebody and they were like, "Hey man, how did you start thinking about that?" He's like, "Thinking about what? What you just talked about?" He was like,
What I
don't
just
know."
talked about?
He's like, "I don't know, man. Like we were talking about that." He goes, "But what got you to there?"
Yeah.
And after I've heard that interview, sometimes I think, why did I start talking about this? What got me to think that this was the next part of the conversation that we needed to have?
Yeah.
Can never figure it out.
Just a curveball, man.
Yeah, curveballs, and we're playing basketball. That's how I feel like my brain works occasionally.
Right on.
All right, so we talked about Prowler.
We
the
did.
Prowler,
Yeah, the Prowler.
like just like the bad guy from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The Prowler.
I mean, probably not as cool, but
Probably that's cool.
the movie was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic.
So we talked about that. Halloween's in a couple of days. I want to keep doing the cult classics, but I kind of think we're beating
Yeah.
Halloween over the head. Like, all we talk about is
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just the time of the
it's kinda-
season. Oh, we're
and
gonna
it's
fucking
kinda-
ruin Christmas, bro.
Yeah.
We're
right.
gonna fucking tear apart Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Hey, man.
Oh,
Island of Misfit Toys.
Frosty. Oh, dude,
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost,
I knew it.
Michael Keaton
Yeah, man.
as a fucking not penguin, a snowman, dude. That's one of the greatest movies. That's one of the greatest holiday movies to me of all time.
Yeah.
Like you put on Miracle on 34th Street, I don't want to watch it.
I ain't watching that either.
Home Alone is overdone for me.
Yeah. Christmas Story.
All 17 Christmas Story. No.
I've been so done with that for probably 10 years, man.
Yeah, I'm like that's one movie, Jack Frost,
Yeah.
and yeah, dude, and like the mom in there, she's in The Boys, right?
I don't know. I can't think of her. I can't picture her.
Bro, is your phone dead?
Mm-mm.
Google it.
All right.
Google it, and I'm gonna sing the theme song to.
Do it.
Hey, mom, what's the name of that show where they had the little? Was that Jeopardy? Okay.
Remix.
I went to fucking what is that? What was that shit? Boom, boom, boom. That sounded like Transformers were having sex. What was that music called?
EDM.
Was it EDM? I thought it was a dubstep.
Dubstep,
Yeah, that shit, bro. Mom,
Kelly Preston.
Kelly Preston.
Yes,
She's in Jack Frost, right?
that's the mama.
That's the mama. Oh, she was so hot in that
Oh,
movie.
she's hot in a lot of movies, bro.
And then when the chapstick scene,
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, bro, like that's the epitome of like the marriage I want to have one day. But I'm never gonna get married again.
She's in Sky High too. She plays the superhero mom.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, with old Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. He comes up a lot. We talked about him last time.
Yeah,
And his son.
he'll come up again at some point because I know I'll reference Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And him and Ego.
Yeah.
I really wish they would have had a scene with Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, that would have been dope.
And yeah, like a weird reference, like don't I know you from somewhere or
Yeah,
something?
that would have been cool.
Like I don't think we ever met. Like that would have been,
Yeah. Missed opportunity.
or they could have done it like, oh yeah, we met one time on Earth, whatever.
Yeah.
Or like, oh dude, missed opportunity
Yeah.
for sure.
That would have been good.
Because there's not even any scenes where they're on the same planet.
Yeah, they're not even close.
Yeah.
So
And Sylvester Stallone was it's like cameos,
yeah,
and it was
he had a couple lines.
yeah. But he came through in the end, man.
Oh yeah,
Fucking Yondu.
Mary Poppins.
I may not been your father, but I was your daddy, boy.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I forgot. We were watching like a recap of Walking Dead the other day, and when he was Meryl,
Oh yeah,
and I forgot he died so early on. It
Yeah.
felt like he died like way back. I mean, not as soon as Shane, but
no, well, yeah.
was it?
I think he died before. Shane was in season 2.
Was he?
Yeah, he was on the farm.
No, because Meryl was trying to go to
Merle.
Meryl.
He had to cut his hand off. Oh yeah, I guess he did kind of escape from that.
Yeah, because he died later on.
Yeah,
Because they linked back up, and he was working with the.
yeah. The governor, right?
Was he working with the? Yeah, I think he was working with the governor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The third season was my favorite. The
Dude,
prison.
I'm not gonna lie. Because that show's gone on so long, they really have kept up with high caliber actors in that show.
Yeah,
Like guys that can play those roles really well. Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
yeah. He killed it.
He killed it as Negan. He's still killing it. I don't know if he died yet or.
I don't know.
But
I stopped a long time ago.
okay, well, because we brought up that, and then my head went from Meryl to Daryl. Bro, how do you feel about the Boondock Saints?
I love the Boondock Saints.
Did you watch the second one?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel
Love
about
that
the
one
second
too.
one? Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is Julie Benz's accent.
Mm.
It's way too southern and fake. But all in all, good. I wish they'd do a third one, but he said Norman Reedus said he'll never go back. So
Yeah. Huh.
yeah.
I don't think I ever watched the second one all the way through.
That's good.
I need to go back.
As far as sequels go,
Yeah.
I'd say it's a decent sequel.
Decent sequels.
Wow. That's the only 2 movies Troy Duffy ever made too.
Oh shit, that's what we didn't talk about. I don't really give a shit about that movie that much to talk about it.
Well, now I'm curious.
We don't need to revert back to it.
Oh.
Because I didn't finish the movie Five Nights at
Oh,
Freddy's.
yeah,
We had
yeah.
talked about it, about the lore.
And Blood and Honey.
Yeah, and Blood and Honey.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
Blood and Honey was solid.
Yeah.
It was solid. It felt like an 80s slasher movie.
Yeah.
Like if somebody could have got the rights to Winnie the Pooh back then, for sure.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And
Supposed to be a second one too.
I think it already made it.
Oh, did they?
I think it's on that illegal website that I stream stuff from. I think it might be. We'll have to double check that.
All right.
I can't give that'll get me canceled for sure.
Yeah, right.
He's giving out illegal stuff, guys. It's not drugs. It's just piracy.
Which is punishable by 5 years.
You guys, I don't have a website. I'm for real. Like I was just joking. Like that's not a real thing.
Yeah.
Pay for all your apps and your streaming services, and
It's better than cable.
pay-per-views too. Amazon, don't come after me. YouTube TV is a great service.
Yeah.
Hulu has live sports.
Yeah. So it's Peacock.
Netflix, your prices are fair. I don't know. I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
You put out solid content.
A lot of the crime stuff, bro. I like that stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it's not my favorite. I've found myself much more into adult superhero themed things now.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Well, there's only so much of that out there, though.
exactly. That's why. And I watch a lot of wrestling. So
I watch a lot of 80s movies.
see, so you're stuck in your childhood a little bit too.
Yeah. Mostly horror.
Mostly horror.
I've been on like a kick with all the old school Disney movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dark horror in there
Yeah.
too.
Well, like I watched Camp Nowhere the other day. Heavyweights.
Heavyweights.
That kind of stuff.
Dope.
Yeah.
Fucking. That's Ben Stiller, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, fucking Ben Stiller, man. Jerry Stiller's the man though too.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. man.
fucking-
He's in that movie too. He's the main camp guy at
yeah,
first.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. That's right.
Same. I think the lady's his mom too.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think Jerry Stiller was undervalued
Oh yeah.
for a long time, and I really think he really flourished in his older age.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like King of Queens, like
Yeah.
he fucking made that show.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Like-
Leah Remini is hot though too.
Yeah, she gives the big boys hope. But I mean, honestly, like when you look back at that show, there's only so much Doug and Carrie could have done as a couple.
Yeah.
But when you look back at
You throwing the crazy old man.
yeah, that lives in the basement.
Yeah.
Like I watched that reel the other day. I watched it like 6 times. Douglas, would you pass the ketchup? He goes, the ketchup? The ketchup. That's how educated people say it. He goes, no one says it that way. And it's just the whole scene, and he ends up saying ketchup at the end.
Yeah.
But it was just like, dude, I wouldn't think that would be funny. Like if I tried to write a scene like that,
Yeah.
it was like, this is gonna be fucking stupid. But they pulled it off.
Depends on the actor that's doing it
Yeah,
too.
and
so.
Kevin James he was all in, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, without King of Queens, I don't know what Kevin James might actually work for UPS. That could have been a thing.
Well, yeah, because that got him lucky to hook up with Sandler and them.
Yeah.
Become the new Chris Farley.
Yeah,
And then he's actual mixed martial artist.
yeah, bro.
Like,
He's a fucking
legit.
like if you like all those memes have been going around with him. Like,
Yeah, I've seen it.
who the fuck took those pictures? Good job on you, bro.
Yeah,
'Cause Who
right.
knew? And I kind of want to know, how does Kevin James feel about all those pictures?
I bet he thinks some of those memes are hilarious.
I'm
he
pretty
has
sure
to.
he does.
He's got a sense of humor.
Because like I've seen the one where he's bald with the beard,
Yeah.
and it says the way Kevin James really the way Kevin James is looking at you when you're laughing at those memes.
Yeah, right.
And he's just like all pissed
Oh,
off.
he thinks they're funny, man.
Yeah, but I feel like, dude, I really feel like a lot of people didn't take some of his stuff seriously
Yeah.
until he started like carrying those movies by himself. Like
Yeah.
Zookeeper was a terrible fucking
Yeah,
movie.
I was
Paul
hoping
Blart
you'd
Mall
say
Cop,
that.
Like, good God.
Well, that one and Seth Rogen's came out at the same time. Observe and Report.
Yeah.
Both those came out at the same time, so they were
But-
destined.
But I really feel like I was like, okay, I can watch some Kevin James when I watched Here Comes the Boom.
Yeah, I like that one.
When you had the cameos from Rogan,
Yeah.
you had the dude that he fought at the end was a real UFC fighter.
When the dude that trained him was
Yeah, Bass Rutten.
Yeah, there
one
you
of my
go.
favorite. Twisted. Like, dude, Bass Rutten's fucking amazing. Yeah, dude, we recap some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Forever, there will be that moment in time that I'll just be like, I wish I would have cleared some storage.
we got to live it.
Bro,
You missed out
off
on it.
camera. There was 55 gigs of unused information on my phone, and it really pisses me off. 55 gigs, bro. That's unheard of. Like, what was I doing with 55 gigs? Well, I mean, this is recorded in 4K on an iPhone, so
Yeah.
that's where it came from. But Jesus. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. You got some shit to do.
Yeah.
I need to do like adult stuff and like laundry and stuff.
Yeah, I got to do some of that too.
Yeah. And then
Damn, we grew up, man.
yeah, bro. I think that's the message for today. When you're a kid, when you're younger, you always want to get older. And when you're older, you wish you could get your youth back. So
It's actually true.
go tell a little kid somewhere, hey man, enjoy this shit, not paying bills. enjoy this shit just waking up and there being food there.
Yeah.
The lights just turning on. Enjoy that shit while you can.
Water's still running.
Yeah, because it's not always that easy, homie. Walking into an apartment, flicking a light switch and nothing happens, that shit sucks.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Happened to me quite often in the past.
Yep.
So yeah, and then to quote a great friend of mine, I finished the last podcast with this quote: "I can do better, and ... better."
Yep.
All right, closing thoughts. You got anything?
I mean, I'm good. Y'all stay fed.
Oh man, he stole it. God damn it.